Welcome to FNGMA's Ask Atul Joe series. Today, I will share a strategy that will improve your admission chances to Harvard or Stanford MBA program. The strategy applies to anyone who thinks that HSW schools are stretch schools and require considerable planning. Before I go into the 2:3 or the 3:2 strategy, check out FNGMAT's Winning MBA Essay Guide at store.fngmat.com/winning-mba-essay-guide, where I have included 100 plus sample essays of the top 16 MBA programs, including Harvard and Stanford MBA. Let's go back to the 2:3 or the 3:2 strategy. Typically, applicants target 5 to 7 schools. Of the 7 schools, 5 are schools in the top 10, with 2 or 3 from Harvard, Stanford, and Wharton. A big mistake that applicants make is to target Harvard and Stanford in one round itself. A 2:3 strategy allows you to spread out the application to 2 rounds, where Harvard will be in round 1 and Stanford in round 2, or the reverse. The reason is that both schools have open ended essays and they require considerable writing and rewriting. You need to understand the theme of your profile, the examples that need to be included, and the overall strategy of what works in MBA application essays. With the 2:3 strategy, 2 stands for Harvard or Wharton or Stanford or Wharton in round 1, or Harvard or Wharton or Stanford or Wharton in round 2. The 3 remaining schools could be any top school from Booth, Columbia, Kellogg, NYU Stern, Yale, Tuck, Darden, INSEAD, LBS, or Haas. MIT Sloan has a cover letter format that doesn't apply to the strategy. The 3 schools from your top 5 could be in the 5 to 15 rank, where you are writing about a wide range of contexts from strengths, weaknesses, vulnerable moments, failure, success, commitment, DEI initiatives, courage, feeling alive, and your post MBA goals. When you write essays for 3 schools with diverse topics, a theme will emerge. This theme could be reused for either Harvard or Stanford for round 2. Also, the result of round 1 will give you feedback on what themes or narratives work. There's a reason certain stories work. Once you see a pattern, you can reuse the pattern with slight variations to show vulnerability if it's Stanford, or pursuit of excellence if it's Harvard. Another reason why I recommend a 2:3 strategy for MBA applications is that most of you would have 1 to 2 good recommenders who are willing to put in the time to write a persuasive recommendation letter. Like essays, you can't force your recommender to write a cookie cutter recommendation letter for all schools. Each school has a culture that should match your personality traits. We help you with that through our guideline document for supervisors. You can see the details at store.fngmat.com/recommendation-letter. But most importantly, if you're applying to 5 to 7 schools during round 1 and ask your recommenders to work on all of them in a week or 2, they will most likely burn out and find the process uninspiring. Before you request the recommender to write for school A, you must sell the story of why you find school A attractive for your future. Again, we share the traits through our guideline document. Once you subscribe to FNGMA's recommendation letter editing service, the process will be streamlined. Don't burn out the recommender with a long list of schools in round 1. Please note that this strategy does not apply if you're waiting for a promotion or transitioned into the company only in the past 3 to 4 months. But if you have been working with your employer for the past 3 to 5 years, the 2:3 or the 3:2 strategy is a great way to improve your admission chances to Harvard or Stanford MBA program. I hope you got value from my advice. You can start the conversation about applying to Harvard or Stanford by visiting store.fngmat.com/contact-fngmat.